representation.
Yeah. It says, "Listen, I matter," on the front of the bus. And there's a movement right now to put an orange crosswalk on the highway, if it's not already there now. The syiyaya movement's got that in the works. So it's the mayor of Gibsons and Sechelt on the truck.
And the orange shirt is represented all across BC and Canada.
It's Andy leading the drummers. I've always been fascinated with his hat. The helicopter feathers on the top, and especially today with the wind blowing a little bit. I think I'm going to stand up. As they go by.
Not a bad idea.
This feels right.
And that's coming up is the Sunshine District 46 canoe. This truck and canoe are part of the Salish Nation floats with the theme "Every Child Matters."
This canoe was purchased right around the time the Pulling Together movement was happening. That was begun by the RCMP actually, and they were traveling the villages along the coast in canoes and trying to bring some reconciliation to their issues with the First Nations people. And this is
do you know what type of canoe that would be called, Steve?
It's made by Clipper, and it's called a Northern Dancer. That one's actually
that's the spirit of grandmothers.
That's the and Barb Higgins in the cab of that truck that just went by, and that's her canoe actually, and that one belongs to the Sechelt Nation. The one behind is the one that belongs to the school district, I believe. We'll have to wait until it turns the corner so we can see what the logo is on the side of it. But it takes a village to paddle a canoe. These ones are big and they're very heavy. And it's quite a tradition. I've had the opportunity to paddle that canoe actually more than once. And it's a special feeling when you're in a group pulling together.
Large group pushing in one direction. Steve getting some love?
Some love from my friend Marilyn. Wow, it is a sea of orange, isn't it?
It is.
Métis flag in that group.
This is the United Canadian Métis
Nation. Yeah,
Nation.
It's interesting that.
Oh, they're down here. All Canadian Indigenous ancestry are welcome to join. And you can see a lot of join. A lot of come together today. This is good to see.
Just about anybody that could jump on board that parade is there, and it's quite the crowd. It's a little bit overwhelming. Every child matters.
And the orange shirt movement, very the female population has a large part of the drive on that.
Yeah, and it's everywhere now. It's interesting when you drive the highways and you see the orange shirts hanging from trees and on people's driveways, and it's become
up the flagpoles.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Well, you go to I went to a Canucks game earlier this year, and it was a wonderful presentation, and that's where I learned about the orange shirt.
Wow, I can't see the end of it. It's a crowd.
Large representation. Good to see.